Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a bonus Valentine's Day Tarot Oracle reading. And Leo, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Leo, we still all have a little bit of Leo in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Leo in, that's where this energy will show up for you. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. Please keep in mind this is a general or collective reading, so parts may or may not resonate. Just take what works for you and leave the rest. Also, this is a timely reading, meaning if you're watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, take a look at what was going on in your life back then, and it will probably give you further clarity regarding your situation now. So we're going to begin now from the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, the Knights worked for the King and the Queen in the old days, and they would deliver messages from one kingdom to another. Of course, back in those days, they would do it by horse or camel or whatever other animal they transported themselves on. The Knight of Swords represent the element of, the sword represents the mind, your mental intelligence, your thoughts. And the Knight of Swords, as you can see, he's in a hurry here, and as there's a lot of anxiety or excitement, one or the other. He's either running to something or from something. And the energy is, like, his horse is very stressed out, and he's running against the wind through barren land, basically, is what it looks like. Sometimes this card can represent a fool rushing in, because you can only see half of his sword. You can't see what the point of the information is. So this sometimes represents information that's only like half true, or it's not complete. This can also represent, so in the old days, of course, it would be delivered by hand after riding for who knows how long to get there. And but these days, because we have so many different forms of communication, it could be an email, it could be a phone call, a text message, it could be something you receive in the physical mail. It could be a social media post or something you see on the news, something like that kind of energy. So we're going to see, what is he running to or from? This is the underlying energy for the entire reading, that there's some information coming in. This also can represent a thought that you have, because it does represent the thoughts. We have reconciliation, Six of Cups, coming in for the internal forces. So this may be the Knight of Swords is running towards someone that he's known in the past and hasn't seen for a while. Or, right now that's about what we have. So the Six of Cups is a kind of a different card. It's about reconciliation. To have reconciliation, the very first step would be forgiveness. And so forgiveness, you can forgive someone, and you don't even have to tell them you forgive them. You do the forgiving for yourself, just so that you no longer carry that burden for yourself. Forgiveness is the first step for reconciliation. It paves the way. Having said that, if you forgive someone, it doesn't automatically mean that you want to reconcile with them or ever see them again or have anything to do with them, really. This card sometimes represents reuniting, and it can represent reconciliation of your childhood. The interesting thing here is this card is an illusion, as I said. There's several reasons why. When you first look at this card, it looks like there's two children playing together. But this is actually, when you look closer, this is a gnome, and this is a little old lady. Or is she a younger woman? It depends on which way you look at her face. And the Six Cups here have flowers in them, and the flowers in those cups are datra. And datra is part of the nightshade family. It's highly poisonous, so you wouldn't let little children play with it or pets anywhere near it. Shamans sometimes do use it for doing ceremony, but it's very poisonous, so you have to really understand what you're doing. This plant is not something that you would have around children, and yet the flowers on it, they're very beautiful. They're bright white, and they're tulip shaped, or like trumpet shaped flowers, and it flowers and flowers. It's a beautiful plant, but you can become very sick if you ingest it. So that, and then on top of that, she's wearing a white mitt here, which is saying like she doesn't want to get her hands dirty. Flowers, white flowers, and just white in general in tarot means innocence. And so it's something like, this is not an innocent plant because it's highly poisonous. She is wearing a mitt. She doesn't want to get her hands dirty because of something. The person watching over the children, when you look again more closely, the background there, he's actually walking away. So this card is full of illusions. So it's saying if you're, because this is a love reading, if you're reuniting with someone or you want to get back with someone from the past, be very careful that they are who they say they are, because this could indicate that there's some sort of illusion around it. Sometimes this also can mean, as I said, though, reconciling your childhood. So we'll see what's going on. We have the Empress for your energy here. So the Empress is representing all four queens rolled into one person. She has the quality of the Queen of Wands, who's very sexy and natural beauty and has a real sunny disposition, uses her logic and her intuition to come up with creative solutions. We have the Queen of Swords, who's very discerning. She's been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, and so she doesn't put up with any bullshit. We have the Queen of Pentacles, who is representing usually a legacy for generational wealth, and she generally would come from old money. She's known for being very resourceful, being able to make something out of nothing, and also in preferring quality over quantity. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is all about love, and she has unconditional love for her family, her spouse, or her partner, for her neighbors. Like she's unconditional love. And so all of those qualities rolled up into one person. So that's saying you have a lot going for you here. The Empress is growing wheat at her feet. This is representing she sows the seeds and then she waves her magic wand and says, nature, take care of it for me. So she's like a magnet for attracting possibilities. It is said that she is pregnant with possibilities, and sometimes this card can actually represent an actual pregnancy in the 3D. We have the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, coming in. So this is a gift from the divine and from the universe. If there's something, maybe this information is regarding something that was from your childhood or about a past lover or something like that, because this is talking about the truth coming in, and it's a gift from the divine and the universe. And then we have, okay, so working hard for your money. This is actually, the pentacles represent health, wealth, and happiness. So they actually represent lifestyle. And of course, the coin, the money, is a part of that energy. Having said that, the pentacles, this is the only card out of all the pentacles where the person is actually working on the coin. So this literally is making money. And so this energy is either you've started a project and you're on the second pentacle and you have 6 to go, or you've already done 6 and you're on the second last and have 1 to go. We have the energy of strength. So the strength card is representing the courage to be able to face your fears. Now, many of our fears come from our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind is developed from when we're a baby to about 6, 7 years of age. And a subconscious mind, when you think about it, like most people don't remember what happened to them in their childhood, like from baby to before kindergarten. So this is kind of really the thoughts of the people that were in charge of your care. They'll tell you, oh, you were like this or you were like that, but they're not really your thoughts. Yet when we're in this anxious state, if we're excited or anxious, we tend to rely on the subconscious mind. Even though it can be highly inaccurate. And that's what I mean by reconciling your childhood. And so this young woman is reaching deep into this lion's mouth. And, that would be a very dangerous thing to do. Yet he has his tail tucked under and he's being submissive. The lion represents her fears, and she is proving to herself that she can face her fears by reaching into his mouth. She's got the infinity symbol above her head, and this infinity symbol represents all the potential that will be awakened because she's facing her fears. And so she does it. It's someone who's been dedicated to healing their childhood. You talk, quite often you'll hear about the inner child. So reconciling that on some level. So it kind of, with this reading, if it's about love, it could be that you're, that you are either in a relationship that with someone from your childhood that you've known since your childhood, or this could be maybe that you bumped into someone from your childhood and maybe sparks flew or something. We have the energy of the Pentacles, again here. So this is the Knight of Pentacles, and he is the slowest moving knight of all the knights. His horse is basically at a standstill. And so the Knight of Pentacles is surveying the land and deciding which way should I go here. So it's like, but the information he's bringing in is regarding pentacles. And so it could be something to do with these pentacles here, because the information, and it could be information that you've been waiting for some time, and now it's finally coming in. The good news is when the Knight of Pentacles comes in with information, generally it's solid information because he's taken the time to check it out properly. We have your soulmate card. So the soulmate is coming in, and this is your divine partner. This is someone that you were destined to meet, and it's someone that you have a contract with, and on a soul level, that when you came into this life that you would meet up with them. This can represent a divine partner, and it's sent by the universe, by God. And sometimes this card can represent reconciliation, again, of your masculine and feminine energy, and moving into, so that it's very balanced. If your masculine and your feminine energy is very balanced, it puts you in a position where you don't need a masculine energy if you're feminine, and you don't need a feminine energy if you're masculine. It's more that you want to have that for companionship and to be able to move forward. So we'll see here. The soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but quite often it is. And because this is a love reading and the cups are about love, then it feels like this is what's happening here on some level. Let's just check here. This is how you identify yourself right now as very fortunate. You're a very successful person in many ways. And then we have your abundance and self-worth. And so there's something about this saying that there's something that you need the truth to come in about your abundance. So that might have to do with these pentacles. This is communication in early life. So this is indicating, sometimes this could be an inheritance, because the pentacle, when the Knight of Pentacles comes in, with information about the pentacle, quite often it's regarding a legacy of wealth. Like this would be generational wealth. This would be wealth that's passed down from one generation to the next. It's a lot of money. And this is 8 pentacles. There's 10 pentacles in the deck. Now this energy here of the Empress is talking about having like this generational wealth. So there might be something regarding that, and there's some information coming in. You may be missing some money. This card can sometimes represent, like with these 2 cards together, sometimes it can this can represent, you know, when you swear on a Bible in a court of law, you say the whole truth, I'll tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And this card can actually be like about making money, like making money, like illegally, you know, actually making the like counterfeit and fraud and that kind of energy. So it's hard to say for sure yet because we don't have enough cards out. This is regarding your romantic life. This is in the position of romance and children, like if you're wanting to have a family, but also creativity. And it's representing the pentacle. And creativity in making money could represent with this energy here and someone coming in a hurry. With the truth, it looks like. Let's see. This card here is talking about a big change in your daily routines and habits. Well, if all of a sudden you have all this money coming in that you didn't know you had, that would do it. That would change your habits. Really interesting. It's kind of like, okay, now where's the love? This is a Valentine's Day reading. Okay, Leo. And I just want to also say any figures, characters that come out in the tarot are actually archetypes. So it means that this could be a man in his feminine energy as well as a woman in her feminine. Same with the Empress. The Knights could be women in their masculine energy. And so we have the Queen of Swords coming in now. Now this is interesting because the Queen of Swords, as I said, this is talking about the external forces. So this bottom part, the reconciliation part, is talking about the what ifs. That's the IFs, so internal forces. And you have control over your internal forces. You know, you can't control what external forces do. Like you can't control the economy, you know, what's happening in the world. You can't control what other people say and do, but you can, you can control your reaction or response to it. So this is talking about the Queen of Swords is coming, her energy is from the external forces. Now the external forces are what the EF happened. Like you're not wondering, the what ifs are, what if, you know they're internal forces because you'll be saying to yourself, what if I do this? What if that happens? Or what if they do that? What if this happens? It's what if, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Whereas this is what the EF happened. What happened to this money that I'm missing kind of energy. Or something about it. And so the Queen of Swords, she's sitting on her throne. I'm just going to pull this over here. She has her sword up in her right hand. That means she's ready to take action. And this is, maybe she's found out the truth, and this was the energy racing towards her. Because when you look at, doesn't that look like he's telling the truth to her about something that happened in her childhood? And if this is a legacy of wealth, then maybe it's an inheritance that she's receiving. That kind of energy. So we have that, and we have, so she is sitting on her throne. She's got her left hand out and saying, yeah, I want to know what happened here. I'm willing to receive it. But she's been there, done that, and she has the t-shirt, especially when it comes to matters of love. She's not putting up with any bullshit from anyone. That's why she has her sword off. She's like, you better come in correct here. This better be correct information, or off with your head. Your intentions better be true. She has her head above the clouds, which means that she knows exactly what she wants, and she has a good idea what this is about. Interesting. So now we're going to take a look. So the Wheel of Fortune is spinning. Now this is interesting because this is in your position for marriage and partnerships and commitments, like you know, big commitments. Like this could be commitments in business, it could be commitments in marriage, but because we already put this out, that this is going to be a love reading. It could be both. It could be both business and love, marriage, commitment, a serious commitment. And then we have, look at this, we have the 8 of Cups. Now the 8 of Cups is representing 8 cups of love that you know, like this is a lot because there's only 10 cups in tarot. And so this is walking away from something that you've put 8 cups into. So this could be like 8 years of marriage or 8 years, you know, and I mean, I feel like this is about romance because that's what we put it out to, but it could be about business also because look at that, we have 8 of Pentacles and now 8, and walking away from a relationship now. This is, the position for this card is transition, death of something, secrets coming out, energy. Whoa. Oh, and we have my little cat here. Hey, she said, how dare you start a reading without me? Were you asleep in the other room? Okay, I'm just gonna let her get settled here. She loves the energy of the readings, and her job is to sit on my lap and purr. A cat's purr has a very high vibration. It's very healing. All right, we do have now, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And what this is saying, you see these 6 pentacles here? It looks like this is a project that was started and it's almost over, because we have 1 pentacle here and 1 here, and these 6 pentacles are the ones that were finished. And this person is saying, where did they go? Where did those pentacles go? Or I've put all this work into this, and I'm only going to get this 1 pentacle out of it. This could be the external forces saying this, that they put, you might have a partner that walked away from you because the Queen of Swords can sometimes represent, she's most likely to represent someone who's divorced. This could represent someone who put a lot of work maybe into hiding pentacles when you got divorced. That kind of energy. Because they're wondering what happened. Like, I put all this work into this. I married her and everything. Kind of energy. Now remember, this could be male or female. So there's something about this here going on. And then we have, okay, we have this energy here of the 6. Now this is talking about the 7 of Wands. Interesting, because this person has gone for higher ground, and this is conviction beyond a doubt. This is when you know what you know, what you know, and having to go through a lot of actions to get to this higher ground. And it has he has a boot on and a shoe on, and which may be like he got some information in and has to take action on it really quickly, and wasn't even looking at what shoes he was putting on or what footwear he was putting on. This also can be talking about being in between 2 different energies, 2 different, like being married and not married kind of energy. And again, we have this energy that, excuse me, I got the hiccups suddenly. So this is talking about, the energy here is talking about, you know, in a court of law, saying that you swear to tell the truth, working very hard on something. And this is like conviction beyond a doubt. I know what I know. Or it could be conviction without a doubt, like a prison sentence. There's a Tower, a reality check. Now this reality check it belongs to the external forces. So it's some sort of, the tower represents something that, some information or something that happens suddenly, and now the lightning bolt hits the tower of the castle, and the people are knocked out of, the couple's knocked out of it. One of them is totally surprised, and the other one isn't surprised at all. And so this energy is talking about a reality check, like something has happened, some truth has come out, and this is a gift from the divine regarding these pentacles, I feel, and in a relationship, because this is representing marriage, and the wheel is turning. This is representing a divorced person, most likely. When I look at the cards here now, there's some truth about the divorce and this money. Now, what is, yeah, so this is about higher learning. So where did the money go? Or someone put a lot of work from the external forces into this, and they could be getting convicted beyond a doubt. Like prison convicted, because there's a reality check has come in, and making money can represent illegal activities with money. And it's so, because this is the wheel is turning on the marriage, and we have the Queen of Swords here, and then walking away from the marriage energy. Okay, so we have, okay, there was something fishy in your love relationship. The Page of Cups sometimes will represent, the pages would work for the King and Queen when they were about 7 to 14 years of age. They would begin, and they would be from the neighboring, higher society, higher upper class people around their children, or sometimes they would be like distant cousins or of the royalty or whatever. They would deliver messages within the court, and if they became, they were good at what they did, and they could afford a horse when they became when they were 21, then they could maybe be put up for knighthood. So the Page of Cups is bringing in a message about this love connection, and it's saying, from your past, it's saying there's something fishy about this relationship. Something stinks. It could be about the settlement of your divorce, Leo. It's very interesting because I'm just going to talk a little bit about the dynamics right now. This is February the 3rd. On February 1st, we had a full moon in the sign of Leo. And so that energy is affecting you in a big way. And the Leo energy is saying, I want to look after my individual needs right now. And I want to make sure that everything is going right for me. And it's right across the wheel in the horoscope from the Aquarius energy. And Aquarius is saying, no, you have to look after the family, the group needs, that kind of energy. You have to look after the whole world. You don't have time to look after yourself. And it's that kind of energy. Now, that was on the 1st, and we're still sitting in that energy, because you're definitely going to feel the full moon for at least 3 days before and after. So this energy is talking about this truth coming in now, and it's something that from your past. And so what better time than to find out about past and letting go of energies that are holding you back than full moon now in your own sign is the energy. Okay, and then on top of that, we have this energy of Neptune. On January 26th, Neptune moved into the sign of Aries from Pisces. And that energy, for 14 years, Neptune was in Pisces, which was more of a dreamy energy, watery, more emotional. The old boys club also kind of energy, because Pisces represented authority of that kind. And, you know, we've moved into the age of Aquarius since then. The Aquarius energy is also talking about that, which is across from you on the Leo, wanting you to do what's best for the world, for the group. This energy of Aquarius, we moved into the age of Aquarius around 2020-ish. It's a very long cycle. It's 2,160 years. You know, so the element for Aquarius is actually air. And so you take a fish, Pisces, it's fish. So you take a fish out of water, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. And eventually it's going to smell. And I feel like that's what this is saying. This is saying there was something about your relationship that you were in, your marriage, and the divorce settlement, because there's something fishy about the whole thing here. And it's so interesting because it's Aquarius energy, and again, that's from the full moon. So we're right now, we're in the age of Aquarius, like in the sign of Aquarius. That's where the sun is, and the sun is shining light on anything that's hidden, any illusions hidden on the Leo full moon. So this is like super powerful. Like, you're feeling this energy for sure. So is Aquarius. That kind of energy is going to be really intense for the both of you. But for this reading, Neptune, on top of it now, Neptune has moved from into the sign of Aries, and the Saturn has also moved, or will be moving the day before Valentine's Day, to join Neptune. And Saturn is all about responsibilities, and you have to look after your business, and you have to look after your family, and you have to look after the world. And again, Leo is saying, no, I need to look after myself right now. I need to do what's right for me. I don't care about everybody else right now. And so this energy is really, it can be the Saturn-Neptune being together in Mars causes aggressive energy between people, because Neptune is all idealistic and Saturn is all responsibility. It's like clashing, and it causes disagreements in relationships. Really interesting, this energy. We need to definitely, I'm not clear on this. If you're enjoying this reading, please do give it a like and a comment. It does help me build my channel, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to clarify this with my oracle cards, because it's not clear to me, but there seems, I don't know, you would know better, like if this is resonating with you, if there's something that you're going through like this. I'm just going to pull these cards down a bit in case you can't see them, because I noticed in one of my other readings that I had cut them off at the top. I'm doing quite a few readings and I'm using different spreads, so just want to be sure here. All right, so this is the energy that we have right now playing out. We're going to clarify with my oracle, which is Tales from the Vector, Tails, and I began this in 2007. In 2020, I completed 64 paintings. I'm an artist, so had a lot of fun doing it. This is from the Intergalactic Federation of Light. So there's big dragon paintings, 3 feet by 4 feet, and they're dragons from the future with crystals and adornments on them. And they each come from a different place. And I have a lot of the information written up. But now in 2020, I finished all the paintings. And so now I'm working on just gathering the information by working with them, because I'm getting ready to print them out and actually bring this oracle out. But I want to play with it for a while yet to get the information on correct for it. So in the description box below, I'm going to have all of the numbers of these cards in the order that they appear. And the numbers on these cards represents the paintings as they're listed in my gallery on my website, and that's TAILS, Tales from the Vector.com. If you want to check it out, it might give you further enlightenment. I also have a playlist with the new moon and the full moon energies coming in. And that you can find if you want to find out more about this Leo full moon. I just did it, those readings before these, about a week ago, so that for each of the signs, so that you could get further enlightenment from that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Give it a shuffle. We have, okay, this is talking, the information is coming in, is saying that someone was on a foolish journey that they expected. I feel like this is like not getting caught energy. They did something foolish, and their expectation was that they okay, be quiet, Stella. She wants her breakfast. You're gonna have to wait. Be quiet now. This is talking about a foolish journey instead of a foolhardy journey. So this is expectations will always create limitations. So whatever this information coming in, it's coming in fast here. And it's regarding, I feel like, pentacles, possibly in the divorce settlement, possibly an inheritance from your youth, something. We have the star energy. So the star is talking about innocence again. I just feel there's something from your childhood that you don't know. And I feel like it could be reconciling that. Or you married someone or were in a relationship or are in a relationship with someone that you met, that you've known since your childhood. Or maybe childhood, some friends of yours that you've known since your childhood introduced them, that kind of energy. This is the Earth Star energy. So this is talking about the sacral chakra. So this is talking about manifesting from that energy. So this is like a lover, someone like that. Now this is so interesting though, because this is talking about your internal forces right now. And so the only part here that is a negative for you would be not knowing about your childhood, something that happened in your childhood. But that information seems to be coming in. So that I feel that the wheel of fortune is turning, because God is making sure you get this information. And it's perhaps you've met a soulmate, and you've walked away from your, and got a divorce. And then in the settlement, there's some sort of reality check coming in, and it could be an illegal energy here. Let's see what's going on here. We have dissension. So with friends like this, who needs enemies? So you've been swimming with sharks. So some friend of yours from your childhood introduced you to your partner, and you married them, and then now you're divorced or something like that. Why can't we have just a nice Valentine's Day reading? They've all kind of been this way. We have the Magician. So but it's okay, because it's that Saturn, Neptune energy. It's huge. Those planets are huge. They have a big effect on people. So the Magician is an energetic upgrade for you, saying if there's money missing, the information's coming in, the truth is for you. You're an empress. You've got it all going for you. That's the energy. And this is also something that's coming up. The day after Valentine's Day is Chinese New Year. And that energy is, we're moving from the year of the snake. And traditionally, the Magician, it has an Ouroboros around his waist in the tarot. And an Ouroboros is a snake biting its tail. And we are leaving the year of the snake. And it's sitting here like there's, dissension, and the truth is coming in. And I told you, go to the full moon energy. So what better time than to shed whatever you need to get to figure this out, what's going on here, then now, because the day after Valentine's Day, we're moving into the year of the fiery horse. And we have this horse here that's all stressed out. And it's interesting because this is the overall energy of the reading. And so it's talking like on February 14th, this energy that's Chinese New Year, moving into that. And it's on the new moon when all new is coming in. And that's when the wheel is turning for you. And I feel it has to do with information regarding your divorce settlement. Look at that. Or a childhood inheritance. Something interesting. Okay, so now we have the battle star. Yeah, you have to have courage to face this. This may be upsetting. You may be finding out something that's going to take courage for you to face, and maybe that's why God is so proud of you. Maybe, see, because God, sometimes like I've wondered this a lot. Like, why is there all this shift happening? And right now, like in the world, there's a lot of truth coming out about, from the Epstein files and all of that energy. Like, it's so much. It's like too much. And it's about robbing innocence from younger children, basically. And here we have this energy coming in. There's some sort of truth coming in. And this is going to be an energetic upgrade for you, but it's a reality check. I mean, this will affect you also. And it could be sudden. It could be very upsetting information that it's going to take a lot of courage for you to face. And perhaps you've been... the divine has been like leaking the information to you slowly, because otherwise you would be just too upset. And now it's like, okay, you're ready for the truth now. That kind of energy. I feel like this is a big, but the reality check for the external forces is like, whatever they've done here. The guiding star, using your intuition regarding your pentacles about this information. And then we have the soulmate energy, the need to be right. So this is like when there's conviction beyond a doubt, when you know what you know, but that can lead to the karmic space of the need to be right. When you won't listen to anybody else, you won't listen to any reason. And this could be like you thought you married your soulmate and then found out you didn't. Kind of energy. Could be. This could represent someone who is bringing the truth to you. We have jealousy. So there's something about jealousy here, and siblings. See, there's some sort of energy here where it's something you don't know from your childhood, but a lot of other people do know. That's the energy I'm picking up. And this information is coming in. So of course the external forces are panicking. They never thought you would find this information out. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. And because they're now getting caught in this energy. There's attachment. So what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. And it's Charlotte's Web. Interesting. So attachment is the mother of all attachments, of all the karmic spaces. Because if you become attached to something, even if it's not yours, then, and you're jealous, you'll take it, and then you'll just say, oh, I'm right for doing it, that kind of energy. Yeah, no matter what, I'm right. Deception. Okay, they're your partner, which like if you're divorced and this energy is going on, there was a big deception there. And it's to do with love, like kiss me good, witches and their broomsticks. So this is about someone you married, and this is transition right here, right after the Destiny card. This is like having to walk away, or you walked away and now, or they had to walk away, something. We have denial. So this is about further education. What I don't know won't hurt me. That was more directed towards you. What you don't know won't hurt you. If you don't know what these people have been up to, because these are tactics, and we have already 3 tactics out here. Tactics are, tactics that people use on other people to make it so that they can get away with shift. This is dissension, is scrambling the words so that or a bunch of people getting together and conquering by divide and conquer kind of energy. And so if everybody is saying, oh yeah, no, it was this way, or this is what happened, you say, no, I think it happened this way, and they're like, no, it happened this way, and they all agree. Then we have deception, and this is about your love life, and this is what she doesn't know won't hurt her. That kind of energy. Yeah, her or him. And remember, like, this is, but like, I feel like this Queen of Swords energy is just like, no, I'm a female, but it could be different. And this is okay. So this is, they thought they were going to get away with this. They thought they had foolish expectations that they would never get caught, and they anticipated getting this money. And now there's a reality check. Good Lord. Why, this is a love reading? Okay, so we have Cancer coming in here. Now, this is the only sign that's coming in, but I want to make it clear that when my astrological cards come up, the zodiac cards, I'm not saying a Cancer did this. That's not the energy. I'm talking about the state of being of each of the signs as they come out. And the Cancer energy, the state of being, is that they are the most intuitive in many ways, because they can feel their emotions and they can feel their body and feel how they feel more than anyone else. Their emotions can get in the way. They can become, it's either engaged or entrenched in their emotions. And if they become too emotional, it's hard to see. The stage of life, think about an adolescent girl that is just about to start her cycles. The volatility of the energy there. That's the kind of emotion we're talking about. And something happened here. It's been a bang kind of energy. And this is the Cancer energy is ruled by the moon. And it's saying that again. And on that Fire Horse Energy Day, the thing about the Fire Horse energy, it's very high-spirited, and it's like very much an energy of, setting high goals and going for them, and going, in matters of love, it's passion, and it's having, all heart kind of energy. But the danger is that it can be very impulsive. And like the horse, if you've ever ridden a horse, the way you control a horse is with the reins, the bit in its mouth presses on the edges of their mouth, which is very sensitive, and that's how you control it. But if a horse gets its bit in its mouth, it'll just run, and it can go running in the wrong way, a long way. These people have gone along. This energy is not... Okay, anyway, so this is talking again about the energy of the moon. And on that Fire Horse Energy Day, this is the day after, this is on the 17th of February. So we have Saturn moving in with Neptune on the 13th of February. Then we have Valentine's Day. And then on the 17th, we have this energy of the new moon. And we've got the moon here, again, on this reality check. It's also the year of the fiery horse coming in, day 1 of the Chinese New Year. And as well, there's an eclipse. And that eclipse is a solar eclipse. And it's it's like a major change. And that affects people for up to 6 months after it happens. or can come in, you know, that kind of energy. This is whatever this is, and that's why I feel like you may have be getting like feelings about it. You may have known something's not right here, and it's been slowly trickling. The information has been slowly trickling in. It's been taking forever because this is sitting right on your intuition. But that's because God knows how much, you know how they say God doesn't ever give us more than we can take. If you would have learned all the information at once, it would be too much for you. And look at, we have the sun shining on this. The sun is exposing, shining its light on all of this. And this is the happiest card in the deck for you. But for them, it's not so happy. Wow. Now this is, I was supposed to be a Valentine's Day reading, but I can't control the cards. So I guess this is a singles awareness day because this is more, but I have a feeling if this information comes in, that it might be very beneficial for you. So pay attention to what's going on, and yeah, let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. It's a weird love, but it has to do with lovers. And don't feel bad because every single reading has been kind of like this. It's about cleaning up your love life so you can have a proper, you know, like I feel like maybe once this energy is cleared up, then you're going to meet your soulmate. That, or your soulmate might be someone that you're going to, is going to help you clean this up kind of energy. Please do give it a like and comment if you've enjoyed this reading, or at least if you've benefited from it. I don't know if you've enjoyed it. I don't know if I have. It's interesting though. And consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy of the channel. I'd be honored if you did so. I will be back with another reading for you later, Leo. Bye for now.